here.
Hello, hello.
I am Jack Loves Lamb.
Did I have him on the wrong sides? Oh no, I did. I'm Vid. Hello.
Yeah, you look different, Vid.
I do. Yes, a little bit paler.
A little bit more hat.
And more hat. Yes.
So we are here with, well, two games that don't. Well, one game that matters.
One game that does definitely matter for playoff implications, and one that doesn't as much.
One that doesn't, which is why this first game we're just gonna show you what kind of game this is.
Yeah, so this game is Unlucky Ascension versus Unlucky Retribution. We've got Unlucky Ascension over on the blue side, currently 8-1, and Unlucky Retribution over on the red side, currently 6-3. Unlucky Retribution does not have a chance to get up to take second seed.
Yep.
And Unlucky Ascension does not have the chance to blow it and drop to second seed either.
They are second seed.
Or sorry.
Yes.
The chance to win and get to first seed.
With the forfeit that PPC took from Team Fish Taco this week, Unlucky Ascension is locked in. Even if they lose, or even if they win this, rather, they'll be 9-1. PPC will be 9-1, and thanks to the game record, PPC has not dropped a single game in any of their wins. Meanwhile, UA has dropped like 3 games in their wins, and of course, the only time that they lost was to each other, and it was a 2-0 both times.
Yes, and so as a result,
we're here.
Does not matter
This game
very
does not matter,
much,
which is why we have Zaya jungle.
Yeah, and so both teams are going with some very wonky funnel strats, essentially. You got Yi and Zaya in each of the jungles. It seems to be Garen and Teemo in the top lane. Oh no, it's Garen Yumi. Gotcha.
Garen Yumi, maybe that's, yeah, Vlad top.
We'll have to
mid,
see where
Zaya
they go.
is funneling, and then looks like it's gonna be it might be Brand Heimerdinger, Tarek in the mid lane with the Master Yi. That's the classic funnel.
Yeah, it's very, very wonky, but it's essentially you've got some just mages that can survive up in the top lane. In the mid lane, you have supports, and then in the bot lane, you kind of have these cheesy things that maybe don't require as much gold as an AD carry.
Yep. And of course, when those cheesy things are Tarek, not Tarek, and
Garen and
Heimerdinger. Yeah. I mean, Heimerdinger's going to be able to farm pretty well no matter what. And of course, Garen Yumi, the Fnatic special.
The Fnatic special. And I'm interested to see if G2 actually,
Oh yeah, so
takes it all the way.
If you're watching this and you haven't seen the semifinal yet, screw you, G2 won. So
oh, sorry.
they beat SKT 3-1. It's a pretty good time, and well, I mean they just played pretty clean. Like they played Yasuo Gragas in game 4. That was like the cheesiest thing that they did.
It's not even that cheesy, but yeah,
it's not even that cheesy. It's just non-traditional.
Non-traditional. Man, so up here in the top lane, it's going to be just a poke fest. The blind doesn't really impact Vladimir very much. He can trade back an auto and a Q. Whenever Teemo goes in for an auto Q.
Yeah,
it's pretty similar. Teemo does a little more damage in that trade, obviously, but Vladimir will heal, from the Q.
Yeah.
Making those trades pretty close to even. They're going to have a hard time getting the kill on each other. Without Phase Rush, Bear is going to have a hard time catching up to the speedy Teemo, and Teemo can't do anything to the Vladimir while he's in the pool. So,
but of course, this is Grasp of the Undying Teemo, and there I think Mige Bear disconnected.
Oh no, he disconnected. Stands still in the top lane. Starts taking minion aggro.
And just dies.
Just gets autoed and ignited down by Gabby. Gabby not taking a chance on him going into a pool there. He will throw down the ignite, because that does still tick while you're in the pool.
Yes, it does.
Ooh, nice stun onto the Otaku. He will try to jump back on to Garen, but he's not going to make it. Garen's almost getting the kill on Robbie Ravioli. He's going to run to the bush. He cancels an auto attack or auto the turret?
He autoed
the turret. Garen clicks on the turret instead of the Heimerdinger. His auto goes onto that. The damage pulls through, and they're able to get a double kill onto Sacred Strike and Otaku. Really nice stun onto the Otaku while he was not attached to Garen. Yeah. Those small windows where Yumi is not on Garen, or on somebody. She's very squishy, very slow, very immobile. and you've got to jump on those chances, and they did. She tried to jump back onto the Garen, but was not able to do it quickly enough.
Yeah, and as I noticed, like a true top laner, Sacred Strike could have put a ward, he could have put his trinket ward in the bush to see Robbie Ravioli and make sure that he wasn't just like blind autoing the first thing that he saw. And he didn't, and he still has both of his...
He still has the wards.
Yeah, both of his wards. Meanwhile, Saigadam showing up to, you know, do a little bit of funneling of his own, but just takes a trade instead.
Yeah. Run into the jungle, clear your camps, and then immediately, rather than gank, just go mid and farm more.
Yep. And, well, here comes Sacred Strike on Robbie Ravioli.
He gets stunned, he's taking a lot of damage. That heal from his summoner spell and from Yuumi is quite a bit, but they're not able to put down enough damage. Those turrets just aren't going down to the Garen E right now.
Yeah, he doesn't have any damage. I mean, he's got a Doran shield, and he's got a Relic shield, so...
These top laners are both starting to get a little bit low. The CS advantage definitely in favor of Bear right now. He took teleport. Gavi going to flash in. He's going to dodge the Q with the pool, dealing a good deal of damage to Gavi there. I don't think he has Phase Rush available, or else he'd probably have it after E-auto Q. He's going to flash Q Gavi and pick up the solo kill. Gavi going to flash that master.
Gavi, what you doing there? He just disrespected the healing from the Crimson Rush.
Yeah, he also, I don't think, expected Bear to pool in order to dodge the targeted ability that was the Blinding Dart. Because, like, yeah, it's targeted, it can't, you know, miss, but it also can't hit Vladimir when he goes into the pool like that and becomes untargetable.
It did still have him blinded, however, which is why it took the flash from Megabait to kill him, because... You know,
that's a lot of damage that he's going to come out. It will get the slow, but not the stun, and he'll be able to sidestep the W from Heimerdinger. Oh, Tiansama and DDCK are going to find player John Saigadam here. He's going to go into the meditation to try to stall. Tommy Tsunami's getting stunned up on the backside. Nice root onto 2 from Tiansama. He's going to pick up the kill onto Sacred Strike. Robbie Ravioli coming in on the backside, though, picking up a double kill of his own. Tiansama will be the one to pick up the kill onto player John. The dragon will go over to Zaya. Tiansama going to flash in, gets the knock-up onto Ravioli. A DCDK gets the kill. Now he's going on to Tommy Tsunami. He's going to flash over the wall, but the blast cone will knock them both away from each other. And a lot of kills going down, but the Infernal Dragon does go over to Unlucky Ascension.
Yeah, 3-for-2 trade. UA comes out ahead. They do lose both of their bot laners in that 2v2 against Robbie Ravioli and Tommy Tsunami. But luckily for them, DCDK and Tiansama are strong enough that they killed Saigadam, then they killed Player John, and then Robbie Ravioli got flash grand entrance by Tiansama, which, I mean, that just killed him because he's Heimerdinger and he doesn't even have a stopwatch.
And so that series of events really helped set DCDK ahead of Saigadam, but it did put Robbie Ravioli and Tommy Tsunami way ahead of Sacred Strike and Otaku.
Yeah.
Those two did not get assists on anything during that. They both died as they tried to come towards the pit. They got taken out by Robbie Ravioli and Tommy Tsunami. And with them going down, you know, they're going to be pretty behind here in this bot lane, which will be rough because the brand is actually pretty impactful in this, surprisingly. If Yuumi does decide to hop off, the AoE is so big that Yuumi will probably just die.
Yeah, and of course, it's probably just because they're not bot laners.
2 members up here to gank Bear. Gavi going to just keep at a distance, try to let his team deal the damage, and they're going to let that kill go over to Saigadam, which makes sense. You're funneling.
Funnel the E. Do the smart thing.
Otaku jukes brilliantly by walking just straight at the brand.
Right at them, and they will never expect it. Pro tips coming out here. But yeah, because Sacred Strike and the Otaku obviously are not bot laners, they have basically flexed every role except Gavi, the filthy top laner who's filthy playing top lane.
Nice read and good damage. The ultimate comes out and it will bounce between them several times because Yuumi, after you jump off, you have a cooldown.
Yeah, there is a cooldown.
And so Ooh, the E comes out, it misses.
Wow.
The W goes out, clears some CS away, but it will also miss. And here comes the ultimate from Yumi. They're gonna flash forward. They will get the kill on to Robbie Ravioli. 2 members are here from the mid lane, and that will be a shutdown onto Tommy Tsunami as well. 2 kills go over in exchange for some summoners.
Double shutdown too, so
Yeah.
Robbie Ravioli gives over his, Tommy Tsunami ends up actually handing it over to Tien Sama, but at least Sacred Strike got 1, so, and I mean, obviously it's horrible that it's on the Rakan as opposed to DCDK, Sacred Strike, or even the Otaku, just the Rakan's not going to do anything with that kill, but, I mean, a good gank, and, well, when that Heimerdinger used his ult, he didn't have the turret available. He didn't even have the, he didn't have the grenade available.
Right.
So you could just run up on them. You've got Speedy Garen. You've got you've got the last chapter.
Yeah.
Final chapter.
He also went for those Merc treads, so an ECC is not quite as substantial on him, especially considering his W gives him, what, 60% tenacity for 3 seconds?
I don't know if they removed that.
I think he still has that part.
Okay, 60% tenacity.
60% tenacity. Okay. Wait, did it say something about 30% tenacity? Oh my gosh. Garen, surprisingly the most complicated.
Damage reduction, yeah. Damage reduction.
Yeah, okay. So it used to be when you activated the W, you'd get 60% damage reduction for the first part, and then 30% for the second part of it.
Yeah.
But they made it 30% for the whole thing, but you get a shield upon activation.
Yep.
So they did tweak him a bit in the W. They tweaked a lot of his things.
I mean, honestly, it probably ends up being similar.
Yeah,
in the long
it
run.
ends up being similar, but if you're being focused, the shield is worse.
Yes.
In a 1v1, it's probably the same or better, but in a situation where the entire enemy team's focusing you, you can't just resist 60% of all of that incoming damage, which is exceptional value when you're being targeted by, 5 people.
Well, heck, exceptional value when you're being in a 2v2. So
Yeah.
I'm guessing Garen's power in that Garen
They're gonna
Yumi
put
lane.
some damage onto player down here, but they're not gonna go for it. Bear will throw down the ultimate onto Gabby. Gabby doesn't quite go down. He barely survives. In the mid lane, we got the ultimate going down onto Saigadam, and he's going to meditate and flash away. They're going to burn that summoner. Here comes the ultimate from Sacred Strike. There's no flash available. Can they get Tommy Tsunami? The CC's coming out onto Sacred Strike. Can they keep Sacred Strike alive? He gets Tommy Tsunami, but goes down as well. Robbie Ravioli chasing Otaku here, trying to put a bit of damage down on him, but does not have the grenade available when he needs it. Can't hit the cat with the stun.
Yeah, but we do see that even though, the bot lane is going in favor of UR right now, and, well, you see with the CS, you see with the everything, but even though the bot lane's going in favor, the jungle mid funnel duo certainly is going in favor of Unlucky Ascension. You got DCDK, who isn't...
I mean, yeah, the Zyra are 4-0-4 right now,
they're
whereas
4-0-4.
the Yi Tarek are 1-2-1.
Yeah.
So they definitely have an advantage over their opponents there. The Otaku's trying to clear a turret without dying. Robbie Reveley's trying to stick around, maybe see if he can get a cheeky kill on 2 Otaku here, who actually went really low, but he's alive. Needs to be careful. Those W's, when he's on somebody, do they heal Yumi as well?
I do not know. Let's find out. Yes.
Okay, so even if you're very...
No.
It does not.
No, it affects her if...
Wait,
Is
directed
camera
camera, come on.
broken?
Oh, there it goes.
Said it was on direct.
We've got 4 members here, and the tower is low. Sacred Strike is going to go for the defense. Here comes the teleport. He's going to be trying to kite back out. Saigadama will get the kill onto him. Nice double knockup, but it's not quick enough. Tarek does... Ooh! The Protobelt will pick up the kill onto Robbie Ravioli. Player John will get rooted, and the double kill goes over to Bear. Yeah, we saw a nice knockup from Tien Sama there, but it was just as they all became invulnerable from the Tarek ultimate.
Yeah, and I mean, that is unfortunate, but also he doesn't do that much damage.
Sama
So...
with Yumi on top, going to charm them, going to root them. Bear goes onto a killing spree, gets his 3rd kill, and the 4th one will go over to DCDK. Don't die to the pops. They're okay. And it looks like they may get this turret. The turret plating will make it tankier, and Robbie Ravioli is on his way. They're running out of minions. I don't think they're going to get this turret.
And also with the bulwark buff, because there's 4 of them,
No, yeah,
it's
exactly.
so much extra magic resist. I mean, they could burn it down, because
It just
also,
will
I don't think
take a
Robbie
long time.
Ravioli can step up on them.
That's true, yeah. And it looks like Tarek didn't come with him, so most likely gonna
This is
get
gonna
the
go-
turret.
there we go.
It's just gonna take a long, long time. Yeah, what you mentioned. if you wait, Garrett and Timo are going at it. Two of the OG top laners.
The OG top laners, the old Garen Timo matchup where Garen beats his head against a wall for like 15 minutes and Timo just kind of laughs at him because that champion is one of the hardest counters in.
I mean, it's interesting, right? Like, Timo has a ton of poke and Garrett has a ton of regen.
Yeah.
They're kind of opposites in the top lane, you know?
They're opposites in the top lane, but the damage over time is really what screws over Garen.
Yeah, oh yeah. He's just... He walks up to Gavi like he's going to stop the back, but he does not. Just going to go for these minions.
Yeah, Gavi's got his Gnasher's Tooth now, so this actually should make the 1v1 against Garen significantly easier. And we do see the second turret going down. First one for you are second of the game, and you are sitting at a 4K disadvantage. That's not great for them.
No.
But also, Master Yi is a much more late game monster than.
Yeah, I mean,
Xayah is still pretty strong.
Yeah, I think most AD carries, if they can get ahead, are just late game monsters.
Yeah.
But if other champions can catch up with them, their damage might be insane, but they also have the potential to get, bursted.
Yeah, not to mention it's Yi.
Once upon a time when AD carries were good and people think that they're bad now, they had so much like lifesteal that if you got really ahead as an AD carry, you were unkillable. Here comes the Yuumi Rakan combo, and that's going to be basically just a free kill. Tommy Tsunami, Sacred Strike flashing forward, getting boosted by Yuumi. Here comes the stun from Taric. It's not going to land. Saigadam has ulted. He's going in onto Sacred Strike here. DCDK is coming around the corner, and Saigadam will retreat and go back to those minions in the mid lane.
Meanwhile, TN and DCDK just taking out that turret down there. While Gavi actually also took the top turret. So 2-2 on the turret score, still 4K. And yeah, Tommy Tsunami was the only thing picked up there. Gavi on the run.
Gavi trying to get away from Rakan here, gonna get knocked up. Rakan will go down to Saigadam. Here comes the Taric ultimate. The invulnerability is on to all of them. There's the Blade Caller. It will pull the root through. The damage hits just in time, but it's not enough damage. Otaku tries to jump off of Garen, but the ultimate E from Heimerdinger will follow Yuumi before she can get to the Xayah, and she will go down as well. They have some nice... The Heimerdinger brand really makes sense against this Yuumi.
Yeah.
If Yuumi tries to run, the odds of dying between, the target that Yuumi was previously on and the next target, it's so high. So high, so likely that you die there. Bear, gonna be in trouble here. Going to duck the grenade. Gonna ult onto two, but he's ignited. Gonna go into the Zanyas. Will his ultimate tick? It does have the healing reduced on it. He's trying to get back to the queue. It's not going to be enough. The shutdown will go over to Tommy Tsunami.
Yeah, really good Hemoplague positioning there by him. He did get it off on both of them rather than just one or the other. But then, unfortunately, stepping back into Robbie Ravioli and Tommy Tsunami, he took a lot of excess damage there that I think he could have...
also reduced his...
Yeah. The Ignite was pretty much unavoidable, but he did step into a few things that... really could have been avoided, and I think he took too much damage there. I think he could have gotten away with killing Robbie if he had just positioned a little bit better, but the kill score's even.
Yeah, even in kills, even in dragons, but one of those dragons is an infernal, so is it really even? And even in towers. So across the map, things look pretty even, but thanks to CS, first blood, turret plates, whatnot, there is a 2K gold lead in favor of Unlucky Ascension.
Yeah, and that is thanks to the extra support item, since they do have the Garen Yuumi double support item as opposed to the single one on the brand. So 3-2, 3 wins.
Yeah. Both teams kind of facing off here. Good damage onto Sacred Strike from Tommy Tsunami. Gonna chunk him to almost half of his HP.
Yeah, Sacred Strike really just does not have the best, the best pick here against Brand and Heimerdinger and Timo.
Yeah, they were probably like, let's do the Garen Yuumi lane, and then Brand Heimerdinger gets locked in.
TN
Sama goes for the engage, but he gets completely stopped up and melted down. Sacred Strike and Yuumi going in, trying to get the kill onto Ravioli. They will get it, but they will both die for it. Meanwhile, the rest of their members get chased away by Saigadam there. Saigadam does go down, but not before reducing some health bars and chasing some people away. Flash from Tommy Tsunami. He will get taken out by DCDK, who will sidestep the stun. Brand just doesn't have on-demand damage after he misses those skill shots. and whoo, he will go down. The damage comes out from DCDK. Bear is going in. He will not be in time to stop the dragon, but can he get the kill onto Gabby? That pool is ticking away. Gabby's alive. He will pop back up and hit him with the Q, hits Player John with the slow, and Player John definitely going down. Bear picks up a double kill. Ends up being a delayed ace in favor of Unlucky Ascension, but the Infernal Drake did go over to Unlucky Retribution, as well as 3 kills.
You know, I went into this game seeing that everyone was out of their roles. I was expecting garbage positioning, garbage team fighting, just an absolute nightmarish mess of a game. And then DCDK just picked up, and he is just tearing through this team. I mean, he's a support.
Yeah. He's played, well,
yeah, he played mid for a while,
he's played
right?
support, he's played mid. There's a chance he's even played jungle before, but maybe I'm thinking of Wildy. But
so I'm sitting here, I'm watching him, he just outplayed Saigadam right. I mean, Saigadam flashed forward, went on to DCDK. DCDK used the Feather Collar to buffer against that Alpha Strike, avoided the damage, and then flashed over the wall.
Sama will flash away from Saigadam there, but he's still getting engaged on. He is for sure dead. He's going to throw down the ult to try to stall. He actually will get to Xayah. He is not for sure dead. Xayah will close in, give him that enhanced dash range. Gets to jump away to her. Bear getting dangerously low here. Here comes the ultimate from Player John. They get the invulnerability onto all 5. The ultimate comes out onto Sacred Strike, but there's not another target for it to bounce to. Robbie Ravioli now potentially caught out, getting engaged on by Garen. Here comes the Yuumi ult. Bear will be the one to pick up the kill. Sacred Strike will be going down, but he throws down the ultimate onto Gabby before that can happen. Nobody comes to Otaku. Bear runs away, and Otaku doesn't get to jump onto Bear. Oh, betrayal. Top 10 anime betrayals. Cute cat betrayed by vampire.
It is a 2 for 2 here. They lose. UA loses both their bot laners, and meanwhile, UR loses Robbie Ravioli and their jungler.
You know,
so,
So, I mean, I know he's like pretty much a vampire, but is he really a vampire, or is he more of like a hemomancer?
He's a hemomancer.
Ah, it's a little bit different.
Yep,
Right.
yep. There's a distinction. Vampires are...
He's like a blood sorcerer, basically.
Yep, blood sorcerer.
Rather than a true blue vampire. Very neat. Very neat. Still pretty evil, but neat.
100% evil.
Yeah, I mean, bloodbending was banned in Avatar's world for a reason.
Yeah,
it's some evil shit.
Not to mention, it's even outlawed in Noxus, where Noxus does not care how you are doing things, but it's still,
it's hardcore meritocracy.
It was so illegal.
Saigadam might find 2 here. He doesn't want to get bursted by DCDK though. Here comes Sacred Strike. Nice charm, nice silence, and they actually 100-0 Saigadam before he gets to do anything. Garen with that silence, man. If your team recognizes that, it does provide some significant window.
Yeah, silence into knockup. I mean, that's just basically unavoidable. Now Sacred Strike is in the back.
Tsunami, will they be able to get the kill? They will. Sacred Strike flashes away. Otaku jumps back onto him, needs to get him away. Here comes Bear off the backside, going into the pool. He has the ultimate ticking, but he also has Grievous Wounds on him. The heal won't be significant, but his team is here to back him up. Player John going very low to DCDK, but do they want to pursue into blind? Oh, Robbie Ravioli gonna get a double stun. The stun does not last long enough. And he will go down, is unable to get T and Sama in the process. Player John gonna get taken out by Otaku's missile. That's the first kill for the cat.
Cute cat got a kill, and now it looks like they are rotating back to the Baron. Just a great... I mean, they picked Saigadam at first, so then, of course, they were looking to bait this Baron, and Sacred Strike said, I don't like subtlety, so I'm just going to run up and kill Tommy Tsunami. I'm just going to do that, and then the rest of the team rotated back, took out Robbie, took out Player John, and, I mean, Mige Bear went in on to Gabby, and even though they have a bunch of Grievous Wounds, they weren't able to kill him because the rest of the team was there to back him up. So, interesting teleport here by Robbie Ravioli, coming from bot lane to slightly past bot lane.
That was interesting. Tien Sama had a shield on him from Rakan's passive. The Teemo Shroom detonated, and when the Teemo Shroom detonated, that ticked away at the shield, allowing him to still attempt to back. And then as soon as the shield finished,
and then, then he was like, "Are you kidding me? What are you trying to pull here?"
Oh man!
So now a 7,000 gold lead for Unlucky Ascension, and I mean this is what we expected. UA is 8-1. The only team they lost to is the PPC, who is also 8-1. Meanwhile, UR has just been a pretty solidly, well, middle of the pack team, if middle of the pack. they're the median team. They're
Player
not the
John
average.
and Saigadam will get the stun onto Tiansama. They immediately go for it. Nice Saigadam gets a nice chase with the Alpha Strike, but will still get rooted up by Yumi. Player John so squishy when faced with DC Decay. Here comes Sacred Strike on the backside, trying to get the kill onto Tommy Tsunami. He gets flashed away. He does not have flash himself. He cannot chase that. He will go down, but he does get to put down some damage. Bear is here. He has Grievous Wounds on him, but it doesn't matter. He deals a ton of damage. He's going to be chasing down Gabby after picking up Robbie Ravioli. Here comes Saigadam going for the kill. Gets knocked up and melted by DC Decay. That's going to be the ace for Unlucky Ascension.
Ace for 2. And again, I think Sacred Strike thought that he kind of had the Yumi stats on him. He went in there and wasn't able to complete anything on the Tommy Tsunami, not even getting that Demacian Justice on him. And then Mige Bear with the Otaku then zoomed in at like 600 miles an hour and just blew them all up. You saw what happened when he got the zoomies and just kind of right around Robbie Ravioli. And so now the teleport coming in from Sacred Strike.
Bear John so squishy. Bear's just going to chase him down. The slow from Otaku. He's going to go with the Proto Belt. The ultimate's not even necessary.
Yeah, and they're going to crack this base open here. Player John has an Ardent Sensor for the Master Yi and nothing else. It's not good.
It's not good. He's very squishy. DCDK and Bear both just absolutely melt him down. Sacred Strike and Otaku are here. Oh, going to take that turret shot, but not enough to kill Yumi there. Sacred Strike getting engaged on. They will get the kill onto Saigadam. Will he go down in the process? He will. The Otaku now left behind, going to go down as well. Double kill going over to Gabby.
Yeah, he takes the cat with him. Sacred Strike has been having a fun game on Garen here. He's just kind of Garening
DCDK
his
is
way.
waiting here over the bush. Tiansama gets the dash. He gets the charm. That's going to be 1 kill. That's going to be 2 kills. Tiansama and DCDK now sprinting forward. Flash going to come out. That's a ton of damage. Triple kill going over to Tommy Tsunami. The knockup will get juked by the stopwatch. DCDK still going in. There goes the ultimate. Gabby will be the one to get the kill into Tiansama. Turret damage plus shroom damage will be enough to pick him up. DCDK eats 2 turret shots and he's going to go down. No, he goes into the Zanyas. Player John going to try to get the stun. He will get the stun, but Bear picks up the kill and DCDK does not go down.
DCDK just playing with fire here. And Saigadam, he's here.
He's going to walk up, immediately get ulted. Saigadam just going to get melted down by these 2 carries. That's an ace again. And the turrets are going to go down here. Robbie Ravioli and Tommy Tsunami are spawning. So is Gabby. Will they be quick enough? Can they stop this? Baron buff is on the super minion. The inhibitor, Nexus, is going down quickly, and they're not going to be able to respawn quickly enough. That's going to be the game at 26 minutes. Unlucky Ascension versus Unlucky Retribution. UA takes the win.
Yep. So they end the season 9-1, but in second place. So they're going to playoffs as 6-4, and they will be competing against, well, I suppose the second seed of the Nobles Conference, which will be decided in this next game. So you want to just go right into it because it's.
Well, we'll throw up the be right back screen, but it won't take 5 minutes.
It won't take 5 minutes. We'll be back
just
in
briefly.
A little bit. back, and we're just gonna get into game. 'Cause-
Yeah.
So
I am excited.
yeah, this game is important for Army. This isn't like a do or die situation, but oh, bye.
We lost him already.
Bye, Matt. Oh boy.
Having some internet problemos. But yes, this is U.S. Army Esports on the blue side and GSM on the red side.
Yeah,
GSM
so
fighting for that undefeated season.
yeah, they're fighting for the undefeated season, but they are locked into that first place spot. Meanwhile, Army is fighting for a second seed. So they and Saucy Summoners are both at the same record currently, 6-3. Well, Saucy Summoners 7-3 with the FF that they took. But Army, if they win this 7-3, no matter what, they will be the second seed thanks to their win-loss ratio. Saucy Summoners lost. They dropped 3 games in series that they won 2 in series that they lost. Meanwhile, Army has picked up 1 win in a series that they lost, which was actually the Saucy Summoners series. But they have not dropped a single game in any of their losses. Very clean wins here from U.S. Army Esports, which leaves their final game record either at a 71% win ratio or a 68%, which beats Saucy Summoners 64. So if they win against GSM, they're 2.
They're 2. Yeah,
and then
and
they
that
play,
matters.
And they play against UR instead of UA,
Yeah.
which is...
It's significant. Yeah, no, I mean, it's hard when the conferences haven't played each other, much throughout the regular season, to know specifically which teams might be better than others, outside of just general speculation. But it is just better to be the second seed playing the 3 seed than the 3 seed playing the second seed.
Well,
You can still potentially be the better team as 3 seed in one conference compared to the second seed of another, but that's not the advantage. That means that it's an even easier time into semifinals. I mean, if you're the second going into third, if your conference is truly that much better than the other one.
Yeah, I mean, not to mention, look at the Imperials conference. The 1 and 2 seeds are both 9-1, and they only lost to each other. Meanwhile, the 3 seed dropped 3 series. I mean, 2 of them were against the 1 and 2 seeds, but they lost a third series to either a 2-9 or a 0-11 team. And so, you really do want to be in that second spot because that does increase your chances significantly.
Yeah.
In this quarterfinal race. Well, quarterfinal. Of course, in the Nobles Conference, the 2 and 3 seeds are both going to end up at 7-3 or 6-4.
Right.
So that one's a little nicer for our friends in the Imperial Conference. But I mean, this sort of is a do or die game. If you purely looking at standings.
Pork chop going in onto really nice play around these ruptures. Much harder to dodge away from that Cho'Gath W, but doing a good job of dodging away from the ruptures. General Vici trying to, have the foresight to, he's going to stun me, I need to throw down the rupture now. Pork chop, playing chess here, 2 steps ahead. If he does that, then I will dash away. That doesn't mean that Vici will change his plan, per se.
Yeah.
Because he needs to throw that down to get Pork Chop to disengage. But Pork Chop not going to be taking that free damage. Wairito and
fight.
Pork Chop in a 3v2 here in the top lane. They know it. They're trying to retreat. Going to get rooted up, though. Wairito going to get ignited. The damage comes out. First blood going over to Vici, who will flash forward to get those autos off. Pork Chop going pretty low. Yeetloaf will flash forward, takes 1 turret shot. Inox flashes forward, takes 2 turret shots, but he will get out alive. And they pick up 2 kills in the top lane in exchange for all their flashes and their ignite. Pork Chop does not burn summoners during the encounter, though. He and Vici will be both. But oh wait, whoa! A lot of damage going down on Dorito Torchic here in the bot lane. It's me that's OP and Duris. They're you know what? Nobody beats Rito Torchic and Hamada at the classic AD carry support lane. What if we just play some mages?
Yeah, and
spice it up, see how they do.
And also, of course, Duris is not the starter. Usually that is someone else. But they are, I think it's me that's OP as their support normally. So they're missing Valencia.
Gotcha.
And so Duris is their coach, so he's subbing in, and I think he's normally a top laner by trade. So if he subs in for support, you move it to me that's OP, give him a mage, something he's a little more comfortable with than a traditional AD carry, and then of course you can give him Swain, and of course in that top lane we see again General Vici you know, seeing, okay, Porkchop's gonna engage,
He
so...
needs to be careful, though, because Vici does have double buffs, which is a significant advantage. The slow from... Oh, nice damage that they're putting down on Hamana. Gonna juke away from that W. Don't give over that little bit of max HP for free.
Yeah, I mean, he did get the 1 with his never move, but why give him 10
Well,
health?
why give him- yeah,
why
why
give
give
him 10 health when you can only win 5? But yeah, like Vici, this strategy just dropped the rupture right on top of me because Porkchop is a good enough laner that he's doing these jumps away reactively rather than predicting. So
Inox trying to press onto Alacrity for some damage here. Gonna dash away under the tower. Still gets rooted, but gets far enough away to be safe. Porkchop and Wairito going in for the kill here. Vici will get the knockup onto Wairito. Porkchop will stun him up anyway. Wairito will still get that knockup. Can he get the kill? Porkchop will flash away to ensure that he does not get accidentally killed in the process, and they pick up the kill. Vici did not teleport to lane after his last set, so he will be able to teleport here. I don't think Wairito and Porkchop can dive him.
and I think Porkchop needs to get out of here because Vici is almost 6.
Yeah, Vici hitting 6 would be definitely dangerous for him. So the kill there went over to Wairito, so I believe he got the buffs back, unless they had expired, but that would be big for Wairito if he got the buffs back.
Yeah, especially since they reset their timer.
And speaking of Wairito, he's coming for a gank here in the mid lane, as is Heatloaf. He did not get the buffs back, they did expire. Inox getting aggressed on by Wairito. Wairito, though, only level 5, gonna run back towards his own ally turret. Not going to pursue that any farther. He's not 6 yet.
Yeah, and it's a good counter gank, especially considering Inox has been kind of knocking Alacrity around in this lane. He left for that gank in the top lane where they got that double kill rather on Wairito and Porkchop. He came back and he's still even in CS. So, I mean, it is easy to bully Qiyana when you're also a very highly mobile assassin and you have range. So I want to see how Alacrity can get out of the lane and start helping his other laners. So, get onto this Cho'Gath, for example. Very large, very squishy. Oh my god, is that Beepots in the chat? Hello, Beepots.
Thanks, Thomas, for the sub.
Thank you for the sub.
All right, so Mountain Drake is on the table. Vision control is in favor of GSM around that right now.
Yeah, Mountain Dragon currently up, and yeah, the strong side for, well, GSM doesn't really have a weak side in this match.
Yeah. Because Sturus has been giving It's Me That's OP a lot of solo time here in the bot lane, allowing him to just hit 6 before his opponents.
Yeah, and that's not necessarily a bad thing for Swain to just be 4 here.
Level 5 and level 6, they're going to run into each other. The stun will come down onto Porkchop. He will get chilling smited. Porkchop going to go into that ultimate. He gets ignited, though. He's in a 1v2. The ultimate comes out from Alacrity and will pick up the kill onto King Eatloaf, and now he's pressing on to LeBlanc. He ignites the correct one and will get the double kill. Well done on the side of Alacrity. Now, Wairito with the red buff. I almost said ignite buff. With the red buff, will put down a good amount of damage. And it looks like Qiyana's actually coming up to go for the dive onto General Vici. Here comes Wairito with the press. Alacrity will jump in onto him. Alacrity on a killing spree. That's the 3rd kill in this short span of time. And that set the 0-0-0 Qiyana to 3-0-0.
And this is exactly what I was talking about. Getting Qiyana out of the lane and making sure that he can do something on his own without being just bullied around by Inox in this lane. And we saw it. I mean, fighting in the jungle is something that Qiyana loves doing because of her ultimate, and Yeatloaf didn't have his ultimate, so he could just ult that red buff, kill Yeatloaf, get Inox low, jump on full combo, drop the ignite, pick the correct one, which is insanely hard for some of us, and then...
I know, when he ignited that one, I was like, I don't know which one's real, and I'm spectating.
And I can see which one's real,
and I basically don't know.
And then, of course, translating that, because you have pressure on the map, go up to Vici, kill him, and suddenly you've got assists for your team, and you've got kills in your pocket, and a Duskblade now completed in the hands of Alacrity.
Didn't even go boots. Who needs them when you got 3 dashes?
Hey. Yeah, this is Qiyana we're talking about. She can just move fast and around.
Oh, man. I know we were talking about Qiyana and boots, and I wanted to make some joke about stepping on you, but I'm not gonna do it.
Okay. I guess I know what.
It's me that's OP. Level 7 over these, but Duras is still level 5.
Duras does need to get 6, but once he does, I think it's a much more worth sort of just, oh yeah, well, I'm just gonna go leave you alone. And
he's been, but he just like roamed all the way up to mid lane, like hung out in the river fighting for vision, and has left It's Me That's OP on his own, which, you know, It's Me That's OP isn't playing, you know, super aggressively when he's in that situation, right? Because he knows that he isn't a 1v2.
Speaking of playing aggressively.
Yep, and I lied. He decided to play position aggressively for the situation he was in. Well, I know it looked like he was just kind of sitting back, but like if you know that they're both there, being not near your tower with only one turret.
Oh, here we go. It's gonna be Yrito coming in onto Inox.
The ultimate still hits after the flash. The Q will get thrown, and Alacrity will be the one to pick up the kill.
But yeah, It's Me That's OP, very ambitious. He didn't have a stopwatch even. He had his flash available and opted not to use it. And when you're Heimerdinger and you are against Rakan,
Porkchop going all in onto General Vici there. General Vici flashing away, and he will get the kill. Can he get a return kill? The flash will mean the turret shot will not have a chance to kill Porkchop there, or an additional turret shot will not have the chance to kill him. But yeah, no, I mean, so he only had one Heimerdinger turret down, right?
Yeah.
That's basically
zero.
If you have 3 Heimerdinger turrets up in like a good position where you're standing, that's like
stopwatch,
basically having yourself near a regular turret.
Yeah.
But he only had the one. He positioned a little aggressively. You're right. You mentioned he didn't have the stopwatch. He just wasn't in a good position to be standing that far up without a support. So, right when I was saying he hasn't been positioning too aggressively, he positioned too aggressively. The caster's curse.
Ooh, Porkchop, he's a little bit out of position
level
here.
Down
He's
to level 7.
too long.
Flash in from Yeetloaf. He doesn't even go for the stun. He might have used it maybe the last hit or something.
Yeah. But Yeetloaf with a good Z-Drive resonance, making good use of that passive in order to... Oh,
nice root. Gonna get some good damage down onto Rito Torchic. Gotta blink away, not get hit by that Vision of Empire.
Yeah, so Duras and It's Me That's OP, they are doing well together in this lane, especially now that Duras is 6, It's Me That's OP is 8. But due to that kill, they've basically evened up that CS, or that XP.
Nice pulls from Duras. Good chaining chaining of abilities. I think that Vision of Empire actually, it did hit Hamada despite the dash.
Yeah, this is a good, really good play here from Duras, which it's always good to see a good Swain support. It's the bad ones that really make you.
All right, so Kiana 4-0-0, slightly behind the lane opponent Inox in CS, but that's probably not such a bad thing when you're that ahead. Ooh, gonna dash away from that. That was a close one. Here's Alacrity on the backside. Gonna get the root on Hamada. Can he get the kill? Not quite. Hamada's very low. Throws the ultimate down. That will be enough to pick up the kill on to Hamada. Rito Torchic gonna be the next one to fall. Kiana now 6-0-0. Goodness.
And this is like one of those. This is one of those really good, but also really bad things where like, yes, it's very nice that you have so much.
Whoa, coming over the wall, and a yoink! LeBlanc back with the Swain passive as she gets ulted by the Hecarim. And that will be the kill onto Inox as well. US Army Esports garnering themselves a decent lead here. Porkchop gonna get another Demolish proc off, get some more turret plating to the top side. He has one plate to go to get all of them before 14 minutes. It doesn't look like he's gonna get it, but that is a lot of gold that he's accumulated. Duras going straight into the ultimate. Ezreal ult going wide, not going to clip either of those members of US Army Esports, and they're gonna back off. It's Me That's OP. Still putting some poke down onto this turret here.
Man, Duras is firing these heat-seeking missiles, but Alacrity might be in trouble. Yeetloaf, if he gets one more, ooh, knock up by Hamada, ignite by Hamada, and he jumps away.
So many dashes, they're unable to get Alacrity there. Hamada was able to get onto Kiana. Rakan's pretty mobile, but Echo used the E, missed the Q's full proc, and ran out of juice there.
And now Inox is getting a good root onto Yrito, but he might be out.
Very fast! His speed boost from his E will be barely enough to get him out of range of Yeetloaf. Yeetloaf just getting teased, and all these people getting so low in front of him, and he's just barely not mobile enough and doesn't have flash available to secure the kills.
It really is a game of inches for this Echo. He's like, no, I need one more. Yeah, so But as you know,
Maybe
as he
red
levels
buff
up a
will
little
make them
more,
not escape me.
yeah. But as he levels up a little more, gets a little bit more cooldown reduction, he is going to be so much more mobile because
Yeah.
that dash is just going to be so much easier to proc. Of course, Z Drive Resonance, whenever that procs, he's got like 80% 80% movement speed extra. So he's biding his time. He's just wait until I get my second cooldown item. But yeah, Alacrity is doing very well. But at the same time, he's taking all of the kills instead of giving them to, Heimerdinger.
Yeah, it's going to be a very scary Kiana, but the rest of your team will be relatively less scary since all that kill gold has gone. You still get assist gold, but it's, literally half. So, definitely most of the gold. Oh, nice engage on It's Me That's OP there. He's going to flash away. Duris is charmed. Rito Torchic going pretty low to the turrets, but does a good job of cleaning them up. So no turrets remaining there. Nice stun onto Hamana. Can they pick up the kill? The ultimate comes out from Duris. He's going to flash forward, detonate the ultimate.
Oh,
he
no.
eats just a little bit too much turret damage. He tries to throw out the E to secure the kill onto Yeetloaf on Rito Torchic before going down. The W does not hit Rito Torchic, but almost does. They're able to pick up the turret, and they end up doing a 1-for-1 of supports. Duris probably could have just walked away after the first kill, but really wanted to press Rito Torchic there.
And I think that was the right option, even though he ended up giving
This
his
turret's
life.
very low, and I think Vici knows that if he does stay to try to fight, the turret will go down and then he'll lose in a 2v1. So he, acknowledges that and backs away. Doesn't have the positioning for the rest of his team. Nice route onto Kiana there. They're going for the engage. Yeetloaf comes through, gets the shield, trying to get onto Alacrity. Will get stunned up by the Kiana ultimate as she uses that to escape. Haman is here as well. Hecarim has come down to try to help secure the escape. Kiana will get out at the cost of the ultimate.
Yeah, but that's a good cost to pay. I mean, you've got you've got your 10% cooldown reduction on that lethality item. I'm sure. Well, what's that? A pickaxe? What's that next?
Oh, but stun from Yeetloaf. They will back away from it just in time. Nobody's gonna get stunned today, and
this does give Army Esports priority on the dragon.
Yeah,
so
It's
I
Me
think
That's
that's
OP kind of hangs out there briefly, but is moving towards the dragon with the rest of the team. They're clearing out vision. They take away the blast cone. They're going to try to get, they're going to try to pick this up, and it looks like they're going to be able to get it with relatively little contention. Yep, it's going down.
Yeah,
they kind of lost positioning on it. Yeah, GSM did there.
Yeah, they handed over priority thanks to that group move into the mid lane, and Yeetloaf didn't have smite anyways, so it's not like he could have gone in and tried to steal. So it is actually going to be a 3,500 gold lead for US Army Esports, something that may have been a little bit unexpected considering GSM has just looked so dominant here in this GRLCS split. But Army is kind of firing on all cylinders. Alacrity is just doing a great job. Rito has been very good with these counter ganks. Whenever Yeetloaf's in the mid lane, he's, Rito is following up, helping out his mid laner. And then It's Me That's OP and Duris have gotten a surprising amount of pressure in this bot lane against what many consider to just be the best bot lane in Diamond, Rito Torchic and Hamana. And this is with a sub support too. So, yeah, I want to see if they can convert this, because also, Porkchop, he has his Spear of Shojin now, but he's Renekton, so of course he is going to fall off a little bit. I just want to see how much he falls off.
Sure, it's going to trade just a little bit of damage onto Vici here. Will lose that vision. He is but a level 9 support Swain against a level 12 Cho'Gath, so can't stick around and take that fight. Porkchop here in the bot lane against Inox, level 13 to level 10. Inox has been bullied around a little bit this game. 3 deaths. Kiana really pressing the lead and keeping LeBlanc from getting back in this game for the time being. So Inox has now been relegated to a side lane to try to regain some experience. Rito will engage in a 2v3, but ends up being a pretty poor decision. Goes down. Nice play from GSM there.
Yeah, he saves the turret, but at the cost of his life. Porkchop wasn't there in
Nice
time.
stun.
Oh, wow.
Unfortunately, the turret that was right in front of Rito Torchic was what he was targeting that gave him the opening to become stunned. So no turret being damaged, which is a great part, or a big part of Heimerdinger's damage. Nice root. Really
Inox,
poking
man.
significant damage. It's Minato and Duras really in sync with these, using that bomb, and Heimerdinger are doing a good job of predicting the yoink, right?
Yeah.
It's not where they get rooted. It's about 100
Where they
units.
end up, yeah.
It's about 100 units towards Swain from that point.
And of course, you always want to use, almost always
Here
want to
comes
use
the engage.
Minato.
Heatlo is going to be chasing down Minato P. He will go into the ultimate as he starts to get pretty low. Lacrity is here on the backside, going to get jumped in on by Hamana, who will throw down the ignite. Vici trying to look to eat somebody important, and he will find Minato P before going down. He does burn the flash ult there. Pork Chop in on the backside. Will get the kill on Dorito. Torture gets knocked up. How long can he last under turret? I don't know. He's not much longer, but long enough. Wait, no. Inox is here. He gets the shutdown, and he's going back in, trying to get the kill onto Alacrity, trying to get away. They're not able to get him. The root is just shy of landing, and Duras is behind them now. Pressing on the tower. Here comes Wairito around the front side. Gets the push onto Hamana. The Vision of Empire comes down. Will put him into the passive. Nice ultimate! Well done, Duras and Wairito. That's going to be a double kill going over to Wairito.
Big root there for Swain, and Wairito finally had his ultimate available again after so long. He used it when he engaged and died under turret, but he finally had it back thanks to the cooldown reduction from that Triforce, from that Kindle Gem, and he ends up picking up both of those kills.
Yeah. Where is the real LeBlanc? Doesn't matter. Catch and kill them.
Just
both.
kill both of them.
Yeah. Hits the root onto both of them. Hecarim ults onto both of them. Presses Q on both of them, and it doesn't matter.
And then one more auto attack on Hamana does put Army about 5,500 gold, nearing 6,000, and I mean, I was wondering what Pork Chop would be doing, because he's playing Renekton. Renekton, ridiculously strong early champion, but he tapers off later. But he went and basically went toe-to-toe with Inox in the bot lane while he was pushing there, then joined the fight again, tanked like a dozen tower shots under the first turret.
Eatloaf goes in, finds himself in a 1v3, and takes a big chunk of damage before ulting away. He gets most of that HP back, but his ultimate is burned.
Yeah, that is actually huge, because now he has to either jump over the wall and flash out, or flash in and try and get that execute onto the Baron. And now he's rooted, he's jumping in,
They get the steal! And can they turn this into something? Alacrity gets a nice ultimate thanks to the fact that they're in Baron Pit. They will get 2 kills. Duras flashing over the wall, trying to chase down the LeBlanc. The LeBlanc clone will go down, but LeBlanc will be all right. Gonna escape back. They pick up 2 kills. However, the Baron buff gets stolen in favor of GSM, which is huge. That's 5 kills worth of gold. Yeah. So definitely worth losing 2 members for that, as long as they don't lose much more in the process. They may lose a dragon, but still, considering that that could have been a Baron for nothing, this is much more preferable. This is preferable.
And it very likely would have been a Baron for nothing if Eatloaf hadn't had to burn his ultimate earlier, because he can just jump in, steal it, get out with the ultimate, and walk away clean. But because he didn't, he had to jump in. He was, rooted and everything. So he had to just die there because he couldn't get out. Yeah. They had too much damage, and Hamana followed him in, which I think was a little bit of a misengage from this Rakan. But I mean, I'll lose 2 for a Baron any day. It's just I'd rather lose 1 for a Baron.
Yeah. Whew. All right. So. They have the Baron buff for a bit longer here. 5k gold lead, 3 dragon lead, 3 turret lead, all in favor of US Army Esports. And here goes Wairito and Alacrity. They will get the ultimate on to Rito Torchic, but here come 3 more members, 4 total members of GSM. Wairito, second time this game we've seen him go really hard in a numbers disadvantage. I know he didn't directly see them, but you can assume that they are probably
That's the reason
nearby.
that you can't do something like that. You have 0 vision in the red side jungle. You can't just be that ridiculously aggressive, because you're also not, say, a 7-0 and 4 Kiana.
Yeah, Eatloaf will find the stun on to Pork Chop here. General Vici going to throw down the silence, but not before the ultimate has been activated. The Q is not available there. It comes out there. He gets a heal, but is it enough? Righteous Glory from General Vici going to be enough to close the gap for him to get the ultimate. Hamana going to knock up Duras. Minato trying to get the kill on Dorito Torchic, who phase shifts to the side. Duris will be the one to pick up the kill on Rito Torchic. However, Duris trying to run back towards Echo. The ultimate will come in. Hamana now going on to It's Me That's OP. Will not get hit by the Rupture or the W from Cho'Gath. Hamana very low. Here comes Rito Torchic. Will pick up the, or Rito, I mean, does not pick up the kill, but It's Me That's OP will. Rito and Rito Torchic's names get me a little bit confused here. Rito gonna continue to go in. He's gonna knock General Vici into the wall. It's Me That's OP, not able to hit that E, but Alacrity comes in around the side. The ultimate will help secure the kill onto Rito. Rito ulting over the wall. Alacrity gonna get the kill, and that's gonna be yet another kill and yet another turret here. Unless Inox and Rito Torchic can do something to stop it.
And I do not believe they can. This is just going to go over, but I want to talk about that beginning there. Pork Chop does the same thing that Rito did, basically. He has no vision on the jungle, and he doesn't see any of them on the map, so the first thing he does is puts a ward in Tribrush and then just kind of walks to Krugs. That's...
He's fast.
He's very fast, and but the
flash from Inox will result in double chains. He gets rooted again, and then Rito Torchic comes over the wall and takes out Rito. It's kind of funny, like, why Rito Torchic, right?
Why
like,
Rito Torchic?
Why Rito Torchic? Duris getting greedy for vision here, even though his allies died nearby, and that will result in him getting taken out.
And
US Army Esports, I feel like
there are two US Army Esports. There's the ones that did so well in the early game, you know, picking up these early kills.
I feel like even in the late game, though, they still are pulling off some good things, but then they all just get picked.
They're just, their positioning, their map sense went from, like, really good, being able to win these skirmishes, being able to, you know, counter gank really well and make good roams. It went from that to just, wait, what's vision, guys? I'm just gonna walk, like, into their base, basically.
Well, it's just like my teammates died in the top lane. Maybe I should clear vision and Baron by myself. Like, it's just, if you're clearing vision and Baron by yourself, you know, they know somebody's there. They know that an enemy that was in this area is now dead, right? Like, there's one less person that can be up here. And they see somebody across the map, and they're like, let's go fight for that vision. We have a numbers advantage. We're strong right now.
Just very questionable map moves here, because... yeah, it's not so much that they're failing as a team. They're actually doing quite well as a team.
They are. When they're as 5, these fights are going pretty well for them.
Yeah. And, of course, after that, they end up taking a turret, getting a kill, or getting 2 kills.
They still have held on to their lead.
Off the back of their teammates' mistakes, Rito and Alacrity managed to pick that back up. But the problem is, you shouldn't be making those mistakes in the beginning of it, because these are very basic things that you shouldn't be sitting inside Baron Pit with no...
The most egregious to me has been the engages by Rito in situations where, I don't know, he wasn't exactly favored and he went down for nothing in both of them. But Rito has been doing overall a good job, but just these like kind of like lapses or missed calls.
I mean, I think he's only had one super questionable one, which was the one under Inner Tower.
No, but there was also the one in mid lane.
Oh, but he saved the tower.
Well, is that worth it?
Yes.
I don't know.
Oh, it's totally worth because his team then re-engaged. It kept them there, because otherwise you lose the tower, probably a kill, and you don't have an engage for Pork Chop.
If he had waited just a little bit longer, Pork Chop would have come around on the backside, and then it would have been a 3v3, where they would have had to stay close by. They would have gotten the turret, but you might have picked up all 3 kills and then turned that into a turret of your own.
They also committed they did commit ults there for Rito as well, where it was just there were a lot of people coming and they needed to hold there, and Rito just engaged in order to save the turret rather than continue the fight with him. Yeah. So
I guess I just think losing the member there would set you back a bit in terms of like overall map pressure. It sets you up to potentially lose the turret anyway or lose even more once you're at that numbers disadvantage. If you let the turret go and use their, you know, aggression for it in the positioning of Pork Chop on the backside to turn that into a significant numbers advantage for you, you can make the overall swing way in your favor by picking up a turret as well, but also 3 kills in the process, right? But it doesn't matter. It happened the way it happened. Yeah. And Baron's on the table. Scuttlecrab is giving vision, and there are pink wards from both teams. Inox going in. Can he get the assassination onto Duris? Duris is going to go in 2. He dies to the... Wait, did Rito start that, or was it already getting aggressed?
No, it was
okay, good.
Rito Torchic ulted the Baron, and Inox jumped in. chained Duris, and again, pretty greedy vision positioning here.
I mean, it is when you have Inox and Yeetloaf playing these very mobile assassins.
And you knew exactly
and
where
Hamana
they
and
were.
Rito Torchic. Honestly, those 4 members of GSM are incredibly mobile over walls.
Yeah, unless you're gonna try and take it right there, let it go, because they already have vision on the they have vision on the Baron pit, so they know if you're doing it or not. So if you're not doing it, just let them have
Man,
it.
you've
or
got
let them have
3
that
mountains
control.
and Heimerdinger with Leandries. Heimerdinger can probably solo Baron right now. Ultimate comes out from Alacrity, and it's going to be wasted. Doesn't end up landing the stun onto either. Rito Torchic and Hana nice side steps away from that wall. They will avoid the engage from Alacrity there. And that's that ultimate down for probably about a minute. But yeah, no, I mean, if Heimerdinger can get a moment alone with the Baron, it will get melted. Leandries is basically the Bork for mages as far as that max health damage goes, or current health damage goes. Brute stun. They do get the kill, and Hamana is going to have to retreat back towards his team there. Yeetloaf almost pulling off the kill, but some flashes get burned, and they will turn that into a kill of their own. Pork Chop here in the bot lane gets the Demolish proc off. Oh, whoa, why Rito going in on Rito Torchic and Hamana? He will not go down. Flash from Rito Torchic will mean that he does go down. Dura starting to get pretty low. Needs to be careful of this LeBlanc over the wall. Pork Chop got the turret in the bot lane, and still has his ultimate available, and is starting to move into the bot red side jungle. All right, Scuttlecrab going over to US Army Esports this time. They do have vision control now.
That's a lot of damage on Inox.
Looking for some poke. Inox going to get chunked. The passive goes down. Alacrity not going to be able to find the engage. Another W from Mitsumi that's OP going to land on Rito Torchic. He gets chunked as well. They need to be careful. If they give even just a moment for Baron over, that's going to be a lot.
And, I mean, they are really not respecting Alacrity's ult right now, because did you see them sitting there in that little niche right next to the Raptor pit?
Yeah, that whole thing is stun zone.
I mean, I would have just walked right away, because, if I were Alacrity, like, you know that they're going to be around there, and also you already had seen that Rito Torchic was right there, actually. Ooh. So you could ult it and just, get some easy kills. But now the Baron
still hanging out here near the Baron.
Yeah. Now the Baron, the Vision.
The rest of his team is back now.
Vision's still in favor
Cooldowns
of Army.
Are available. There is a 5k gold lead in favor of US Army Esports, who did just recently back.
Oh, but flash by
Yeetloaf going in onto Alacrity here. Alacrity has to ult defensively. Yeetloaf gets feared and will go down without being able to ult because of that CC. He does burn the flash and ultimate of Alacrity in the process of burning his own flash. But he does go down. There is no enemy jungler. The chances of a smite steal are low. They have 3 mountains, and they have a Heimerdinger with Leandries. So this Baron, if they can make it happen, this Baron will absolutely get melted. Look at that! Good lord, that thing is getting shredded. Hamana is looking to engage, looking to maybe disrupt it. He's not going to be able to, and the Baron goes over to Heimerdinger. They've got all 5 members alive, and Infernal Drake has just spawned.
Yeah, Yeetloaf got a little bit over-ambitious there. I mean, yes, killing Alacrity would be a really good thing, but if you're putting your life in risk to do that, with the Baron up, with a 3 Mountain Drake Heimerdinger with Leandries on the board, I mean, just don't take that gamble, because if you do, you lose the Baron and your life. Even if you kill Alacrity, you're still netting yourself, well, they just hand over an Infernal Drake because Yeetloaf was still dead. They have all of this pressure on the map now, thanks to the Baron buff, and now you can start pushing in these inhibitor turrets and break this base open for US Army Esports. And Rito Torchic, he's on Ezreal, so he hasn't really had that hyper carry potential that we usually get to see from him. Things like Xayah, the occasional Kog'Maw. But he is doing a consistent amount of damage. It's just that he needs Inox to be able to follow that up. Inox or Yeetloaf, or even potentially Vici.
Hit the Vision Vampire. Wairito looking for the kill. He will ult him towards the team, but Hamana gets a nice engage, and Inox gets a shutdown on its feet. So Pete Duris goes into the Zanyas. Wairito is going to go down. Double kill going over to Inox. Duras now getting aggressed on. Hamana going to be flashing away. Alacrity and Porkchop have now arrived, but can they do anything there in a numbers disadvantage? Hamana almost goes down. He will go down. Porkchop flashes forward, gets the kill with the passive damage on the ultimate. He's now going in on Dorito Torchic. Can he get the stun? He does. He gets knocked up and ulted by General Vici, who picks up the kill. Alacrity trying to look for something here. He's just getting slowed up, getting CC'd. He will still get the kill on to Rito Torchic, but he goes down in the process. Flash forward from Inox will get the root onto Duras. A knock up from Vici, the W, and that's going to be the ace for GSM. The death timers are pretty high for everyone, except for Wairito and It's Me That's OP, who died kind of in the first stage of the fight rather than the second half.
And Wairito, I think he had the right idea, ulting and trying to engage onto Rito Torchic there, but the problem is It's Me That's OP and Duras didn't have any tools to peel for themselves. It's Me That's OP has a stopwatch finally, but it's like Zanya's is going to be his fourth item. I think this is an unforgivable sin in terms of playing Heimerdinger, because that's just so much survivability that you're missing out on when a LeBlanc and an Echo are both on the map. So I think that fight definitely could have gone in Army's favor, but it would have had to have been well, either different people than It's Me That's OP and Duras. If it were Porkchop and Alacrity, I don't think that would have even been a problem. But because you can't self-peel as Heimerdinger without a stopwatch, you end up basically having Wairito fight a 3v1 after you lose your bot lane.
Yeah. Alright, so we've got 5 dragons for US Army Esports. Their gold lead has fallen to about 3,000, which once you start getting in this stage of the game is much less impactful of a gold lead. Duras getting absolutely nuked, but he will survive. But he's out of the fight. The ultimate from Rito Torchic comes out. It will not find Duras. Duras is still trying to run away. Inox thinking about chasing. It looks like he will give up the chase there. It's Me That's OP. Needs to be careful. They don't have Duras at the moment. They're down a member. King Gitlo pushed back out in the bot lane and is now backing. Yeah. Baron does not spawn for a very long time. Neither does Elder. So for the next 2 minutes, these teams, it's interesting what they might do in these next 2 minutes. Press for towers, stall for their objectives. We will see.
Yeah, I mean, so far, Porkchop has been solo farming in this bot lane, just kind of pushing minions in again and again, trying to just deny all of the CS and gold from GSM.
Look at CS.
But
well
yeah,
over 300 now.
He's almost Flame Horizon General Vici, and General Vici keeps having to go bot to deal with him, but actually neither of these top laners are teleporting in. They are taking the long path and just walking. But on the other hand, US Army Esports isn't making the best use, I don't think, of this Porkchop split push, because they are then grouping 4 in the mid lane and splitting all of that CS experience and gold, which just kind of shoots yourself in the foot after this Renekton is going to such deliberate lengths to try and keep it all out of
Duras gets blown up. Inox once again coming over a wall, and Duras, a squishy target for him to find. Duras had Zanya's available and did not use it there. Just got popped either faster than he could react, or I guess he thought it was pointless, but I think it was probably just a faster than he could react thing, because that was such a quick burst of damage from Inox over the wall.
And this is why you need that deep vision. I mean, if there's no big buffs on the map, you need to be able to have deep vision so that you can avoid getting flanked. You know, getting flanked by a LeBlanc who's trying to kill you, or a sideways recon engage. All of these things can just total up to throwing the entire game away for US Army
comes
Esports.
Over the wall, tries to put some damage down on Inox, succeeds, but Inox gets away. Now he's going after the It's Me That's OP. He will miss the root and will blink back. Inox becoming a major threat for these squishier targets, and they don't really have great tools to quickly CC this LeBlanc before she can return to it.
Yeah, now the Elder fight is started up. Wairito does have his ultimate available, so he can try and steal. Meanwhile, Porkchop is doing what he can to keep Inox away. He doesn't want them onto his carry.
The ultimate comes out from Heimerdinger and does not land onto hardly anyone. Red team is going to be the one to get the dragon. Alacrity's ultimate hits several. Will it be enough, though? Inox is going to pick up the kill onto Heimerdinger. Cho'Gath picking up the kill onto Hecarim. Porkchop trying to pursue. Same with Duras. They will pick up some kills. looks like the double kill will go over. Yeetloaf is here now, pressing in onto Alacrity. He's a mobile boy now. He's a level 18 Echo, and he will get the kill. Nope, Rito Torcha gets the kill. That's the ace, and most likely the game, considering that Inhibitor is down here in the mid lane. They've got a couple of minions. Cho'Gath's going to be tanking for some of them. They've got super minions here ever since that they took that Inhibitor earlier after their last successful team fight. And it looks like GSM is going to take the game. And, you know, they already had the first seed secured for their conference, but they will push US Army Esports for sure down to third seed, meaning that US Army Esports now needs to take on Unlucky Ascension to make semifinals, and Unlucky Retribution will be taking on Saucy Summoners?
Saucy Summoners.
Saucy Summoners.
So GSM completes the undefeated split, and, well, it was a pretty impressive split, you know?
Yeah.
It wasn't just Inox the way that a lot of people thought it would be at the beginning of the split. They thought, you know, an GRLCS mid laner, there's going to be no way that they lose a game. Inox will just put the team on his back. But they had Vici as their rock in the top lane. They had Yeetloaf as a...
I think Vici and Yeetloaf are both pretty consistent players. Rito Torchic and Hamana are like the best bot lane in Diamond Division. Like, I mean, it's hard to say objectively because there are different conferences, right? So the pools that you play are different, but they are objectively the best bot lane in their conference, just, you know, based on stats and record and how much work they put into getting these teams the wins. And Inox, of course, is also always a solid performer, a great performer.
He's definitely a pop-off player, because sometimes he had a few, like,
this game
games.
He was struggling for quite a while, but as the members of US Army Esports fell off, they didn't have like a true AD carry. They had a Renekton and an Assassin, right? As the game went on, and he got back into it, he was a huge part of them winning that game by getting picks all over the map.
Yeah, and US Army Esports had a good game plan. You know, they had that sort of bully a little bit, but not necessarily smash the lane bot lane. They had Alacrity who needed help to get ahead, and then they had Porkchop in the top lane on that Renekton against Cho'Gath. It was a pretty easy lane for him aside from that first little hiccup when he died, but they just kind of fell off after Inox got online, and It's Me That's OP wouldn't buy a Zanya's until his 4th item, and that really fell off because that's all of your DPS, and that's what you need to get through Vici, because Vici had, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, almost 6,000 health at the end of the game. He had a Warmog's Adaptive Helm, Righteous Glory. Oh, and his stone plate wasn't even on, and he had 6,000 health.
Whew. It's a tanky boy.
Yeah.
Well,
so
that's going to be
it for us. Yeah.
For GRLCS Diamond Division Week 10 and the entirety of the Diamond Division regular season.
Yeah, so get them playoffs scheduled.
Yeah. We got our little sign in the back. Schedule quarterfinals.
Hashtag playoff.
Hashtag playoff. Not a lot of room for the
out
S.
of S's.
Also out of S's. But yeah, so that's going to be it. At 4 p.m. today, we'll watch the final week of Gold Division, where I'm sure there are a number of potential playoff implications.
Yeah, there's a couple. It's all locked in the top 3, I believe.
Okay.
But 4, 5, 6 is all up in the air. You've got the race between Team 63, Krabs, Return of the Middle Sticks, and FF15, please.
Gotcha.
4 spots, 3 spots, 4 teams, and of course the seeding is all over the place.
Yeah.
Because there actually is a 3-way tie in there.
Yeah. Platinum Division, of course, they had 3 bye weeks, 2 turned into cross-conference weeks, but they had a bye week 10, so they concluded in week 9. But we have already watched on the stream their first quarterfinal match earlier this week, so looking forward to the other quarterfinal matches as they pop up over this week. And then this following weekend, we've got semifinals on Saturday and finals on Sunday.
Of course, so get those quarterfinals scheduled and make sure that it's at a reasonable hour, because if you don't do them at a reasonable hour, I refuse to stream them.
All right, so that's going to be it. Thanks for watching, everybody.
We'll be back we won't be back at 4, but someone will be back at 4 with Gold Capped. Goodbye. I lied, guys. guys. We're doing it at 2 because Meristematic is picking up for Mark Hames. Mark Hames lives in Tulsa, so he didn't want to come home super early this weekend. But yeah, we will be back at. We'll be back at 2. That's the important part.
We were
Listen
liars.
to it. We
2,
were
not
liars.
4.
It's 2, not 4. Okay, bye guys.
To